Hello, hello, hello. I'm Poncho, your Infernape admin. This is probably gonna be scuffed as fuck, but we're gonna roll with it, and we're gonna see how this fucking goes. I'm gonna be breaking down all the week 1 games. We'll probably watch through them one time through, and then we'll go like back over them, read the chat and stuff like that, and we'll get hopefully some coaching moments out of that. I hopefully am not too mean about it. I'll try not to be mean. I don't know. I probably will be. That's my guess. But we'll see how that goes. Following weeks, I might have some guests on with it, but week 1, we're just rolling by myself. We'll see. We'll see. But hopefully this doesn't end up some 3-hour monstrosity. Hopefully. Please. Oh god, please. We're gonna get into it though quick. When we start in our... Let me get rid of this. Where'd I put this? Nope. Get rid of that. We're gonna start with the Griggsy Gloopy game. We're just gonna start watching it right off the bat. Tough lead with him on that has no coverage. That's not AV, holy cow. And you definitely have to scout for that. Power up was definitely coming. Gloopy got so many water types. You got at least, it feels like Granville could have came in no matter what there. Good recover. Thunder Punch is gonna do nothing. He's got it low enough. Lower at least. Citrus? What the heck? Did you just click Earth Power again? Yeah. 3-volt switch. Yeah, that one is... Love the air balloon into not picking up toxic spikes. I feel like Cyclizar is way too free now. Flip turn again. Yep. Taunt. Heck yeah. Parting shot? No. Draco? No. Power up again. I guess. Guess it might not have been mixed. Oh, that's gonna do nothing. Probably Hazeward, of course. I'm not entirely sure if you can kill this Pokemon. Like, at all. I guess it can't kill Toxapex, but they could stare at each other for a while. I don't know if this could kill a Toxapex. Almost got him. Nice call. Nice job calling that one. But... oh boy. Oh boy. Frog Giga Drain. Yeah, it's like just too many... It's too free to run grass coverage into the team. That kills? Oh my gosh. I don't know if that crit mattered. I assume it doesn't with Life Orb. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. There wasn't a whole lot of chat along the side. So nothing specific. Yeah, there was literally no chat. Crook just clicking taunt and then dying. That's really sad. You see Jui Hisui, who actually looks really insane into this matchup. Didn't even hit the field. I don't know what to say. Yeah, you got to scout. Let's go way back to the first turn. Nope, stop. You got to scout for grass moves. Grass moves are so free into you. Like, you have your resist to it is Arcanine, which is fine. I feel like Grand Bull is probably the dedicated switch into Cyclizar, which is tough because Regenerator compared to a mon that is just going to get chipped down by rocks and stuff. If rocks have gotten set up. You almost have to go it every time. You can't risk the grass type move there. Maybe you didn't know it had Power Whip. It's not very common, I guess. Yeah. Could have went this. I don't know. Probably would have taken 20% or something. Threatened out with... I guess you could just go for Play Rough and see what their original switch-in is. Or Quake, yeah. Makes sense. Gosh, that really did not do very much damage. Kind of a risky switch in to go. I guess I flip turned into... Yeah, I guess it was a pretty free flip turn that turn. Would have been nice if it was a bit lower. I don't entirely understand the Citrus Berry. Seemed like Shuka or Wakan would have been made sense. And then you could have at least threatened out with like a Surf because you knew you would take a hit from a Sandy Shocks. And maybe you removed that threat because it looks... Sandy looks really nasty and everything outside of Inteleon. Basically is allowed to click any button at once, Earthfire specifically. Which, yeah, I guess it just spams here. Getting pretty good damage on the Grand Bull. What were you ice punching? Cyclizar switching? I don't know what the ice punch was for. Pop an air balloon, I guess. That's what it was for. Yeah, it's probably worth sacking at that point. It, I don't know, kind of did its job, I guess. I think you could have clicked Earthquake that turn. I don't know if that would... 2 shots. It looks like you're probably... You're not Intimidate, so you must be like Moxie or something. Maybe get something going by clicking Earthquake that turn. Because, yeah, another free flip turn. I do like the taunt on the Rev Room. That's pretty nice. You just high horsepower? What are you? Power up again. I guess I don't know how your moves around Cyclizar, but I guess it's kind of free. Toxapex could have came in there. I do like the setup. You weren't gonna ever get through a Marvel Scale Melodic though. I don't know what move you would have had to have ran, but something else. Run Sunny Day, Solar Beam. Maybe you can get through then. Does have a hard time getting through this besides Sandy Shocks though. And obviously Hatterene. Just keep spinning. Just air balloon. It would have been nice if you were running Parting Shot on the Rev Room, but I assume your other 2 moves were like Gunk Shot, Iron Head or something. This is a good play. Kind of had to take the risk. Cyclizar had been coming in. Was it Choiced Inteleon? Yeah, it must have been Choiced. I don't know if you knew if it was Choice Scarf, you probably could have went Melodic into a flip turn into the Hatterene to get into this position. I don't know if maybe that's not safe. It worked out. You knew it was choice locked. And obviously uncontested in Trick Room. That's unfortunate. Was there anything could have been brought that would have fixed this? I had it pulled up somewhere. Terra Steel. Terra Steel makes sense on the Grand Ball. Oof, 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 oof. Oh, and Sand Slash doesn't look all that good. Yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty tough matchup, I think. I'm gonna go to game 2 though, with, oh gosh, what is this name? This is 0. Okay. 63. 63rd person is 0. Got it. Against Viking. Infiltrator, come on, man. We love a good Frisk lead. Dedicated switch in. This Pokemon does have Earth power, but you're gonna be able to eat pretty much every hit from it. Helmet. Oh, it gets a Poison Point. Nice. Nice Steel Regenerator. Doesn't matter, but nice. Oh, come on, you don't need to fake out there. You could have went for Iron Head or something. Yeah, goes through. Oh, nice. Oh, was it Choice Noivern? Okay. Dang, nice call. Freaking Whirlpool, 50% accurate move. That did a ton of damage, holy cow. Even with the +1 defense? Berserker's just a guaranteed switch in. Please tell me you don't fake out him again. He's switching. This is free damage. Oh. Like, at least U-turn and save yourself a turn. Maybe prevent a Reflect getting up. This is just a sack. Yeah. Four time resisted and behind a Reflect and not stab. Oh my gosh, it ate that. Holy cow. If he ever gets a drop, it's going to be bad for him. He's going to do less damage. Viking might actually be hoping for a drop. Those you got left? 3? Oh, jeez. Wide left. Dracoin again. He's choiced. Yeah, I was like, you could have clicked. Or maybe Ironhead didn't kill at that point. Yeah. U-turn? Die? Yep. That's a shell smash if I've ever seen one. Yep. I think I've seen this before. It's gonna eat that though. Goodbye. Well, okay. Your Mirror Herb's got at least... Oh, you're lucky that lived. Less good that lived. But that barely did 5%. Eats. Takes a ton from knockoff. Scarf. Yeah, Finn. Oh, sneak. Oh, never mind. Oh my gosh, it lives, kind of. Holy cow, that was close. Gosh, dang. I lost it. Yeah, he did lose there to Gunk Shot. Yeah, if it was, I understand running Poise Jab over Gunk Shot when you don't have any. Must be just all fast with the 4 moves. Yeah, it was definitely Choice Scarf. No Ivern. That Grab Apple did a ton from Flapple. Yeah, nothing specific in the side chat. Turn one. Yeah, I understand clicking fake out this turn. Get your free chip. Would have been nice to have rocks, but I guess you didn't know if this was boots. I don't know if you had rocks on your Berserker. Flamethrower doing nothing. Yeah, it feels like a free Moonblast, but that's like super spit F AV muck. So of course that's gonna do nothing. Getting the poison on Slowbro is nice. And remove an item. Probably doesn't even threaten you out that much though. He yawns. I feel like he might have been able to stand there, but I guess Meowstic felt free. This turn, like, what does a Guard 4 even do to you? Does Mystical Fire, does that even kill? Probably doesn't. I think you just go for Iron Head. There's no... The Iron Head switching is a Blastoise. Everything else gets blasted. So there's no reason to go fake out, I think, that turn. It's either U-turn or Iron Head, I think. I think he's switching. Because there's nowhere he risked his Guard 4 in this matchup. Especially with Flygon still sitting around. Maybe just Scarf for the Gengar, but Gengar ended up being Scarf. But you could have saved yourself having to deal with Reflect, at least a little bit. So were you Infiltrate or Boom Burst? It already goes through sub. Be Frisk, come on. Is that enough damage they knew that it was Choice? Or you Choice Specs? No, even? Maybe it was Choice Specs. Knew it was switching to Gengar. Or not, switching to Muk. That was a good play. Let's go for that Psychic. The blue below him, what the heck? Sad to miss the Whirlpool. I kind of wonder... Oh, you're trying to Whirlpool Yawn them. Heck yeah. That'd been hilarious. What the heck? They both switch that turn? They do. Alright. I guess Hustle just does that much of a boost. Just gosh dang, that did a ton. 66 with a Grab Apple into a +1 defense. That's so much. He knows this gets a kill. Yeah, you can't do anything. Yeah. Again, no reason to fake out this turn. You've used 3 of them. Probably only need to use 1 at this point. It's obviously nice you brought it for that end game. But other than that. It's nice to get that U-turn, but I think you could have saved yourself some trouble. I assume this. Oh, this is the turn they sacked the Slowbro. That makes sense. Being able to come into this. There's a reflect up there. There's like no way you set up and beat the Gardevoir. So you kind of just have to spam your way through with a bunch of synthesis in a row until that reflect's gone. He's definitely choiced Gardevoir. I feel like you'd have been going for Moonblast over Psychic if you weren't choiced. Being able to get rid of that Gardevoir is really nice though. Granted, Gengar's is choice scarfed. Do you know what the item is on the Flygon? That might have been scarfed as well. That wouldn't shock me. Wait, no, it's Mirror. Yeah, if it could have 1v1 the Blastoise, I guess. Fake out, because why not? No downside, I guess. So you tank that. Hit Flamethrower. I don't know if Flamethrower killed there. It might have. Guess then you could have went like Flygon for sure there because you knew he's choiced. And it'd be like a free Dragon Claw or whatever. Outrage. Your Reflects have been up for like so many turns this game. Even if the Reflect wasn't there, the Blastoise still lived this. I think he got lucky that Enamorous is so bulky that he's able to get through. Granted, Scarf Gengar definitely outspeeds this thing. Like, it definitely does, right? I'm not... There's no way it doesn't. Actually, I want to figure that out. 1 second. Oh yeah, Scarf Gengar. If you wanted to outspeed a +2, Blastoise definitely would outspeed. I'm not sure if you had enough speed on it, but definitely could have if you wanted. No idea how much that fake out does, but lucky it did 5 through a reflect, because otherwise in trouble. Nice to have the Shadow Sneak to get that down. But yeah, if you had Gunk, probably could have ran enough speed on Lurantis as well to speed creep him up. That might not have been a bad idea. Because yeah, did make it close to Gunk. Yeah, I think if you played the Berserker a little better, you could have made this game a lot safer. Shell Smash almost worked. Stick literally clicked Reflect 3 times and not a single time did it get brick broken. So it was up for, was that 24 or 41 turns? That's crazy. Scarf Guard. Anything specific on your team that could have helped a lot here? Umbreon doesn't look particularly good. It's good into Gengar, but obviously the Enamorous was there just for that. Mienshao? No, Mienshao actually looks kind of horrible here. Even with Viking leaving both his fighting types at home, his fighting types did look pretty bad in this matchup. Even if Umbreon could have been coming. Yeah. Yeah, that was super close though. Literally, a tick of poison would have killed him. the battle lasted another 5 seconds, it would have been a 0-0. What could you have done to improve this? Flip is probably the right answer most of the time because Berserker was in almost always when you're taking your hits. It kind of would have been nice to have his big breakers are special attackers. I do wish that Whirlpool hit, that would have been really nice. Move on to the third game though. Omega Crash. No Terra Ludicolo. Sad. Very disappointed. Only 3 Swift Swimmers. Not even all 4 of them. Left the best one at home. Look how good it would have been here. It would have, like, not outspeed sped an Electrode, or... Also bringing Rain into the Float Soul is crazy, because that mod just outspeeds everything. And if it's ever in during Rain, it's trouble. Shinies. Do look at the taunt turn 1. Did he get the poison? No. Screw it, just choice. Just hit them with the close combat instantly. Of course, that one learns Rain Dance. Oh, that's right. This is the Thunderbolt para, which sucks so much. Gets the confusion though. That's huge. So I think it's Choice Scarf Mesper's the only reason I outsped there, even with the para. And not really. I guess you could have known that there and went Jolteon, which is pretty free, I guess. Jolteon Thunder, that turn would have been really nice. I'm not sure if T-Spike's gonna screw it. Hurricane. Almost no downside to clicking a water move, but whatever. Eats that. Yeah, it's probably safe to go. Never mind. Hi, Zorg. Absolutely tanks that. Goodbye. I don't know if they're running any investment to live that, but probably would have been smart to calc that. I think you assumed that it killed, which is fair. I'd assume it too. Just raw thunder hit into death. Unfortunate. Are you talking on the side? Nothing. Just some good lucks and have fun. Zorak messing up everything. Floats will never happen to go in, even after Rain Dancing. Double Rain Dance mods, I do like that. But Floatzel was just going to be able to clean up if it ever got in with the rain. Because even if you had gotten the agility without getting parried on the Moltres, if the rain was up, Floatzel could just revenge kill you. Other than that, without the parrot, might have been kind of stupid. Might have been able to pull some tricks with the Terrakion. Maybe. I guess Zark would have died anyway. Kind of unfortunate not to get the confusion hit on the Mesprit, but Thunderbolt pair mattered, I think, a lot. Because I think Vultures did go in. Was there rain going on around that time? Yeah, the rain would have ended because he wasn't. Damp Rock. I guess he had Hurricane as his offensive flying move, so you're kind of banking on hitting Terrakion. Does Toxic Spike specifically help you a lot in this matchup? Like, I got 2 Levitators, and most of the rest of the stuff is like gonna die in one hit anyway besides Terrakion. So you might as well have only gotten 1 T-Spike up anyway, because nothing was gonna stay around. Save yourself the turn of T-Spike. I do like the taunt though. Pretty ballsy in front of the poison type that could have just blasted. Yeah, especially if you'd gotten the poison on that bar barrage, then there would have been no reason to Toxic Spikes at all. So funny to rain dance. Also kind of crazy, he goes for the Thunderbolt this turn. I guess there's like... Oh. I guess he probably wasn't going Jolteon, but... That's probably the safe play. Because I guess you probably would think Moltres would be coming in. It's a big hit. Isn't I just don't think there's much point in Toxic Spikes and get this point. Plus, oh, also, you definitely should have known it was Scarf when it killed the... when it outsped. Unless you're, like, insanely Soul Moltres, which I guess you might have been. But I would have at least ran enough speed to outspeed a fast Mesprit. Because fast Mesprit... I guess it doesn't look all that fantastic here. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if it was fast Mesprit. Yeah, definitely no reason to go for double Toxic Spikes. Like, it doesn't even benefit you until a Pokemon stays in for 4 turns. It's the point when it does more damage than just 1 layer. And nothing here is staying in for 4 turns. Nothing's stalling you out. The only thing that might stall you out is a Mesprit, and it's not going to get poisoned anyway. You only get 2 turns with the Kingdra with Rain. Been nice if one of these was Damp Rock, but I guess Floats will probably can't Revenge Kill you very easily. Not sure if there's a reason to Hurricane that turn, but who knows? Not much downside, I guess. That's right, this is the Zoroark. Guess you would have known if it was Stealth Rocks instead of... or just Freak. Yeah, who knows? You don't really have a Stealth Rocker. I guess your Stealth Rocker is... Piloswine? Do you have another one? It might just be Piloswine. Okay. Did you fix that in transactions? I don't remember. Where you at? Oh, okay. Orthworm has coming in is gonna have it. That'll be nice. It's smart to bring in the Zoroark this turn. This is definitely a surprise, and it got a guaranteed kill, I assume. That's smart. Yeah, because Zorak would have been dead this turn if it was just regular toxic or regular poison. I think. Pretty sure. It's not like that would save you much, but here we are. I don't know if that would put you in a better position at all. This Trakian just kind of claims at the end. Trap into Hitmontop, Ismagius, and Chimecho for Cryo, Pyro, or Therm. That's probably a net positive. I do like Cryo. Pyro's Terra Captain's fantastic. Orthworm is at least a good steel type. Not too bad. Terra Pyro should be good though. Hopefully that works. Yeah, I wonder how that game would have turned around if the Thunderbolt didn't para. Not like you were getting para'd, but that speed loss was pretty big. I think it might have been able to break at least a couple things. If it had enough HP at least. Citrus was nice on this though. That was cool. One's got really good spit F. Good win, Omega. Go on, fourth game. Oh boy. I remember this one. Crystal. I'm not even gonna... Mauruga? Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce that? I have no idea. Midtown Pinchers. Kind of interesting to bring the hat at him immediately. Have specifically good into something? I don't know what this was actually for. Just attempting to bounce wreck rocks? Don't you have your own rockers that you can do that? Doesn't even like it specifically comes in on their rockers all that well. I guess it comes in okay against Azelf. Lead that boy. Does it die immediately? Oh my gosh, it lives. Fantastic. Oh, that's right. The beginning of this game's a nightmare. Two shots. Destiny Bond. I think it's literally... Is it turn 17 before Wolfie clicks an attack? It's something insane like that. Switch. As Trick Room's here. We're getting our Trick Room Crabominable going off already. Sitting here protecting, trying to waste through Trick Room again for the second time already. Yeah, better get over the wheezing, which, holy cow, it did not eat that very well. Back to the Haunter. Fails the Willow. I bet there's a Trick Room coming. Misses the attack. Quake misses. Poltergeist. There's the first attack that did like actual damage. I think every other mon is at 100%. Oh, okay. Carbonald's at 70. Wow. Adam's basically dead. Bulwark's taking some chip. Sylveon's at half. Weezing's at half. That Haunter did insane amount of work. We just start setting up. Yeah. Oh. Hint, run clear Amulet if this is your dedicated answer to Grimmsnarl. Just run clear Amulet. They're going nowhere. They would die. And this wouldn't happen. Yeah. Sack, I guess. What else are you gonna do? Probably gonna set up another agility there, honestly. Or rock polish. Sure, protect. Get some leftovers. I don't know how many leftovers you need before you don't die. Crit, I assume mattered that turn. I'm not really sure why they didn't Earthquake. Not the oh dear. For a game that didn't really start till turn like 17 to end on turn 27. As of didn't even hit the field. Reflect parting shot, that's it. And the reflect didn't even like do a ton. Would have been way better if it was light screened. I do recommend Clear Amulet. I'm going to recommend it somewhere. Zipstrika could have been Scarfed. You need something that's Scarfed. Team doesn't have a lot of Scarfers. Users, at least. Like, it's basically Cobalion and Zipstrika. I don't think Scarf Tatsugiri probably doesn't outspeed +2 Rhyperior. Maybe it does. But yeah, super well played by Midtown Pinchers. This beginning section is so ridiculous. Just sitting here and not... The attack was Pain Split even. It wasn't even an attack. Just absolutely stalling this game out. And I bet you're going for Trick Room that turn. Which might have been. It was crazy to have Trick Room though on a Haunter. Dang, they put in a ton of work. I assume the Trick Room was, well, obviously for Crabominal, but Rhyperior. Dodge one here, dodge another one. Also, what was this? You predict, you like kind of stunt on him. You're like, I'm predicting the Poltergeist, got him. I'm predicting the Earthquake, got him again, and then die. Stunted on. Just had to make plays. I don't think this thing gets moved relevant for this. Clear Amulet. This mon's a fraud. Just run Clear Amulet on your Steel type. They never predict it. They just die. Would have just been a dead Grimmsnarl and you would have been so happy. Granted, you would have Flash Cannon the Rhyperior the next turn and that would have probably been it anyway. But think about it. Because this thing just claims 400 speed. Just one of these two being Scarfed. That would have did it. That would have saved you. Assuming this is Terra Water. Is it Terra Water? Ooh, it's Terra Ice, probably. Well, eh. Rhyperior just kind of ate. Might not have saved you this week. But maybe... Yeah, it leaves at 65 HP. No, team's not incredibly fast. Moltres could be a Scarfer, but your hazard removal is... It's okay, I guess. Mandibuzz, Tatsugiri. I do hope to see Terra Diplin from the pinchers. But Carbonadal was really good this week. So that makes sense to me. Kind of surprised there was no Mandibuzz Bring with Azelf existing. I guess it had Thunderbolt, probably. Haunter probably also had. It didn't have a way to hit Mandibuzz, but he was probably going to try Destiny Bonding it. One crazy sweep. Won't be the last one we watch for these. Owl and Roki. What we got here? Holy cow, the votes are crazy. 10-3 for Owl. No one believes in Roki? That's so sad. He doesn't have a great way getting through, but this seems like a week where you knew the Swampert's coming. Special Ante kind of looks nuts. Got him with the solar beams. Sunny day solar beam. That's the way. Oh my gosh, it did not take that well. Again, did not take that well. Jeez. Take it on outspeed. Oh, it might have. Ate that. See, this is where you Sunny Day this turn. Oh my gosh, I did not remember that actually. It didn't even kill. Never mind, that was really sad. That Sunny Day was sick. You need to tear that turn with your Lilligant. Save you a bunch of HP. It doesn't even do half. This looks like a free Giga Drain right here. Oh my gosh. And gets out of quick attack range again. Doesn't even less this time. No, Beluga. His leftovers are clutch. Just do another 40. Yeah, 48. Oh my gosh, it lives, of course. Sneak? You got Sneak? No, it didn't. I think you got it claimed. You might have been able to win right there. No. Miss, of course. Yeah, free Psychic Fangs. Oh. You're not choiced, you're not a booster. Alright. Not even a Celerock? I think Lilligant could have won the game there. If it Terra'd earlier, probably would have been definitely safe to win. Because I don't think they were going to Earthquake into the Lilligant. Okay, maybe he didn't know at that point. They could have been like choiced Swampert or something. Then they probably would have switched. Can't believe Vente didn't work. That's so sad. How much did that do? I feel like it should do more than that. I feel like it should. That's how I'm gonna look it up. Vente. I don't know. 252 timid or whatever. Solar beam. Fizdef. Oh, he must have been like pretty heavily Spadef. Unless he weren't max special attack. Was he like full spit? How much damage does that do? Because he knew it was coming in. 70 days up. 74. Holy cow. Where's the plus special defense nature? This one. Oh my gosh. Okay, you must not have been like max. Unless this is like AV or something. I guess it could be AV. Solfest. Yeah, okay. If it was like just max HP as Solfest, this could be like a little roll. Unfortunate. That'd have been so funny. But yeah, I think you could have Terra'd this turn. I don't think the Earthquake. Like if they are stuck. If they're like choiced. Also, wait. That should also did more damage with the Earthquake. They were like max attack adamant or something. Yeah, they must have been AV then. I know, tearing Electro, but I don't think they risk it here at all. Maybe they don't think the Swampert is important. I don't know, maybe it's the right play to not Terra. Especially with you living like that. These leftovers were insanely clutch, though. Not getting the Toxic Chain was nice. Really sad that Quick Attack didn't kill. I think he went and saved HP, but maybe Facade was the play there. He also must not have had a relevant attack outside of U-turn and just hoping for a Toxic Chain. Less scouting. I don't think this Mon did anything left, so I feel like keeping the Tentacruel and risking they didn't have Shadow Sneak was probably the play. Because, like, what's a 12% Lilligant do besides be a sack? Can live a U-turn from a Pheasantipity, I guess. There's two birds back here. I feel like you just risk it. Yeah, the mist didn't matter, obviously. I'm surprised you weren't a Celerock though for the jug. Didn't even get to see what the Tornadoes does. Probably set the sun. Maybe set the sand. For the Sand Rush. That'd been funny. Yeah, maybe the calc for Luxray showed that should have killed. I wouldn't be surprised. Terra normal. Terra, quick attack. Mulligan Quiver Dance. Where's that do? 43%. Oh, guts. And burned. Okay. Ooh. 43. Yeah. Might have been invested a little, because you'd had like high roll and no investment one to kill there. I think Facade might have been the play, because I think Granted also should. You're probably max HP. Yeah, if you're max HP, you guaranteed live the Giga Drain there. I assume Facade just obliterates it. Oh yeah, Facade did like 150%. Might have been nice. Maybe. I don't know if it really did a whole lot after. Not a whole lot of talking. I don't think there's any specific roles there that mattered. No misses. It's a pretty hacks-free game. I can order the fourth move was on Lilligant. Only saw the Terrorblast and Giga Drain. I kind of wonder what all the moves on Tornadus were. Sad the Entei didn't work. It kind of worked, I guess. Maybe. Maybe it didn't. Was it worse that Lilligant didn't get a recover off the Swampert? Probably. I'm a big fan of Terra Electric though. That was really good this week. Yeah, I guess electric grass coverage doesn't go actually insanely good into this team. Holy cow. Fire also would have been nice though. Anything specific in this game? I guess turn one makes sense, I guess. I don't know what else he would have did here besides Poltergeist. Losing your AV Mon is, or taking so much damage from your AV Mon is probably not great. Especially with Iron Jug still back there as a threat. Taking huge damage on the Tinkaton sucks, but I don't know what else you're supposed to do there. Was this thing Scarf? Was that why? This is Scarf Bramble, wasn't it? Okay, I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, that's actually really good. All the more reason for have SL Rock under your Lycanroc. Keep it around. Yeah, that makes sense. This is a really good play right here, though. The knowing the Swampert's coming in just to be able to go off on it. Not working, but you know, the thought process was right. Should have been expert belt, I guess, on the Entei. Get him even lower when they killed still, but maybe it was smart. AV max attack. Sucks not to have like an actual attacking move on Pheasantipity. Giga Drained enough. There's no way Bramblegast didn't just kill here, right? It was Scarf. Bramblegast definitely killed. You could probably, if that was Scarf, you could save yourself a lot of trouble. Or go on Luxray right away and click on the Facade. I guess maybe you needed the burn. He's at 49. Like it wasn't killing unless it was like literally max attack or max like high roll into them having literally no investment. That was the only way that killed. And to be fair, it did about a min roll or a mid roll into another mid roll basically. Unless they had some investment, which I bet they probably had a little bit at least. Just the U-turns, just those leftovers. I feel like Tentacruel mattered more here, but oh well. If this was Scarfed, then it makes sense. But if this was Scarfed, losing the Luxray meant nothing. Losing the Pheasantipity meant nothing. It would have been nice to have those two around, I think. Luxray could have been kind of crazy. Yeah. I think just probably misplayed a couple times. I don't know if that Bramble was Scarf, but if it was, then the right play was to just go that and remove the little Gent, because Ghost was just not, there's no way switching into Ghost. Not much switch-ins in general on Roki's team. I think it was Scarfed. I don't know. We'll go on next game though. Been on that one for a while. The J is Rod Red Sox game. The full fire team bringing out 4 fire types. Which one got left at home? Incineroar got left at home. He bring basically all of his resist to fire. Brought the Ghost one over the fire or Choreo. That's kind of interesting. Terra Cloth, interesting. It's Cloth. There's no rock resist on the team, so Cloth does just kind of do Cloth things. Holy chat, right at the beginning. Yes, there's a ton of fire types. No, Cloth. Oh my gosh. Rocked him. What? CC. Nice, just getting rid of the water type right away is so huge into this. The fire answer is gone. Very true. And the fake mon has to come out on, oh gosh, a Quiver Dance. Yeah. Yep, another free. Oh. Kind of ate that. Mach Punch? Mach Punch, that sucks. Setting up with Charizard? No, word. Oh my gosh, it did nothing. My Oopsie's like max but F. I don't know if you're a U-turn on Uxie, but that seemed pretty free there. Great, you got the plus attack, which is way more free. Damn sap sipper. Scarf Eruption into Sticky Webs. Nice. Terra Rock, heck yeah. Critted 17% out here. Guess the rocks is kind of nice at the end. Get the boost. Wouldn't matter anyway because Infernape's here. Didn't even Mach Punch. Focus miss, classic. Probably wouldn't have killed anyway. Well, pretty funny to bring Fire Punch into the mono fire team. Losing your water type instantly was not good. Not good at all. Granted, there's no such thing as a switching into Arcanine, and you at least say to Flare Blades if it hit you. I do like the Cloth Bring. Terra Rock is sick. No reason not to click it, like, right at the beginning. Like, why didn't you Terra Rock this turn when you went for the rock move? He's hiding it? Was there a special one in the back that could have been? Like, oh, what if he was Ghost? I guess. I feel like he just Terra Rock there. This thing just blows up the water type though. He's Bandit. If he's Bandit, then there's no reason to go not to go Oricorio there. Probably could have told Drew that damage. Was it Bandit damage? Must have not been full Fizz Def, because if you're full Fizz Def, you could have lived that, even if it was Choice Band. Must have been more of a mixed version, because CC should have did like 46 max. If you're max Fizz Def, even if it was Choice Band. I guess if it was Adamant, yeah, you'd have a super hard 7% chance to a KO, and if you were leftovers, it wouldn't even matter. If you weren't leftovers. Setup was pretty free though. Yeah, I think you just take your damage there. Not much else you really can do. It's not like your Terra to... I guess that's a reason not to bring the fire one. Big damage to the Arcanine. I do like the Sap Zipper and for the Goodra. And for the physical Goodra. Heck yeah. Fire Punch doing 82 because of a crit. Crazy damage. understand. Why was Terra Rock this turn? I don't get that. I'm not even sure if Ancient Power Boost would have saved you. This Uxie just walled the crap out of it. Guess really any hacks there would have been kind of nice. At least getting a burn or something. Save you some health. But the Infernape just came in no matter what. I assume Focus Miss had like a 0% chance to kill. There's no way. Unless it was Specs or something. No. I think Jay's working on fixing up the team. Moving away from the Sun team and into the real teams. We'll see. That'll be for week 3. Oh boy. Brinkley and DJ. The round 1 Torterra that didn't even come? What's the point? No grassy terrain either? It's 3 grass types. You left all of them at home? Scared of a Rotom Heat or something? Dragalge Dracos do kind of look nutty though. Doesn't Haxorus just click Earthquake and claim every single time it comes in? No Levitate. Probably takes a ton. Dead, 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 dead. Basically dead. Guess we'll see. Trick Room immediately, so why not? Oh, big damage on the bronze. Shadowball's gonna do nothing, because stupid ability. Gotta protect, yep. Back to the Bronzong. Oh, Canyon. Dang. Oh, big crit. 39% though, still pretty good. Yeah, okay. You gonna switch at some point? Oh, sure. Why not? No, now we're just back to recover. Okay. Waste another turn. Why not? Cool. Now Volcanion just lower. Trigger again. Spam recover until Trick Room ends. Already used 5 recovers. Psychic's gonna... Oh, he didn't even Psychic this turn. No damage. Does he go back to Knuckle Stack? No? Okay. We have not meaningfully attacked this Reuniclus this entire game. Not sure if you have a meaningful way to hit. I guess it's pretty... Oh, we just went for it. Screw it. Poison Jab, what in the world? Where's the CC? Losing HP on your Pain Split, that sucks. It's not hurting yourself with your own Pain Splits. What item are you on Hitmonlee if you're not like wider close combat or something? What are you so worried about that you gotta be Poison Jab every time? Oh my gosh, that almost killed. It did kill, oh my gosh. Oh, not the yawn set. Guess that's probably pretty standard. Body press did nothing. Just let the Torkoal go to sleep. Let them go. Yeah, back to Reuniclus to click a Psychic, I assume. Sleeping the whole way through it. Goodbye, Torkoal. Get a kill? Yeah, at least gets one for the road. There's no way you need the scale shot there. What are you trying to outspeed? Just trying to take extra damage. Outsped. Soul Cure kill. Oh, I remember what happens here. Oh my gosh. This stupid rock just sits here for 20 turns. Well, I'm sitting here and Seed Bomb's doing literally nothing. You're like wasting your time with these protects. He's clicking. Oh, I thought you were going for the. No, he's clicking Solid Cure and you're dead. And you do nothing. Into a Solid Cure that kills you. Can Haxorus finish the job? What an SD. Oh my gosh. Double SD. Oh my gosh. Please only have Poison Jab or Iron Head. Oh, it's Quake. 53%. The SD on the Protect. Yes. Yep. Do you have to high roll here? Gets to Protect. You gotta like high roll. Misses it. And high rolls. Oh boy. Okay, I think there's a bit. That game was crazy. There was a few turns back, way back here. Didn't need the scale shot probably, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. This turn. I don't know how much, I assume Knuckle Stack does like 4 damage. To Reuniclus. Yeah. Yeah, if it's just max HP, and you took this Solid Cure, because you're so slow, obviously because you're a Tricker one, it makes sense. You're like minus speed, and you actually just got outsped by the rock by default. I guess that's funny. This would have saved you a lot of trouble if you didn't go hard Reuniclus. You didn't know this was a threat yet, obviously. But like it was clear they were going for Solid Cure that turn on the Haxorus. Because it was kind of free. But it could have saved you a lot of time. Could have been able to recover up twice. This Pokemon literally couldn't hurt you. And then you could have sat there and spammed, 6 Psychics and a ton of Shadow Balls until this thing eventually died, and you would have won. Well, you'd have to get into this at some point. So you either could win at 3 or 4-0 instead of this mess of an ending that literally came down to good rolls and dodging a double protect. +4 Haxorus. Music is going insane as well. Holy cow. Can't believe Knuckle Stack almost brought that back though. Is there anything early on that was obvious? The Trick Room Uniclus went crazy though. Like, no meaningful way of killing it. Like, really at all. Like, it just didn't matter. What the heck was the item on this as well? Like, if it was leftovers, also would have been perfectly fine, because you'd have been, like, full HP. No idea what item you are. Colbur Berry or something? You're Colbur for the Hitmonlee. Because, yeah, I guess if Hitmonlee got out of hand, you could have Trick Roomed on it and done your thing. It must not have been Colbur if you switch here. Because he would just Trick Room this turn if you're Colbur. Because if you had done that, you would have just went in. You'd have been able to delete the Hitmonlee. I don't know. I also have no idea what item this Hitmonlee was. Like, clearly not Lum for the Unburden. The Pain Splits that were healing them is hilarious. Like, +4 attack and still not using an item for an Unburden boost. And then just actually getting beat by a War Turtle. Love the yawn. I don't know what else you're supposed to do about that. Go Dragalge, I guess. That's probably the play. After the yawn. Yeah, and then definitely could have made that game a lot safer at the end, but I get you not understanding that Reuniclus was like your only way to beat Knuckle Stack besides +4 Haxorus getting lucky. +4 Haxorus does so much damage though. That's crazy. It still was taking it that low. I'm sure this one. Knuckle Stack is probably max Fizz Staff. How much does Earthquake do? Holy cow, okay. So he wasn't... He not max attack Haxorus? You must not have been max attack Haxorus. Oh, or you weren't... You were probably Jolly. Yeah. What were these rolls then? Yeah, that's like a min roll. Okay. It's like a min roll into a mid roll, because it had a chance to do like 83% if you're max attack Jolly. That's a crazy game though. I can't believe that Rock literally came down to a protect for the win. I don't know if he specifically made any wrong plays there as the Knuckle Stack. Like, obviously, if you predicted the Swords Dance's correctly, it would have won, or... But I think if they literally just didn't sack the Reuniclus, you also just got 4-0'd. Like, all these turns with Brupon and Flamigo just, like, staring at it, wasting recovers, I guess. I guess that maybe that was the play. Unfortunate. Insanely close game, though. One last game, though. The Domke Braden game. Anything interesting about these teams? Yeah, low kicks game. It's crazy. Domke has 3 dark types on the team. And none of them particularly want to take knockoffs for the Hoopa. Crest coming into the triple dark team. Screw it. Why not? Who cares? Nolan Polion. Makes sense not bringing that. You gotta bring Hitmonchan. That makes a lot of sense. Jalecki also looks pretty good here. He's like Bandit. Crazy it dies in 1, not even 2. Crit poison. Suicide Rocks Diance's really sad. I feel like Venusaur should have been switching every time to Overquill. I don't know if he could do like almost anything to you. And definitely, yeah. Cress. Still got 3 dark types back there. Missing that Toxic does suck. But getting at least 1. He knew that Toxic was coming. Not like he had a choice about it happening. That's right, it was Encore. Encore's so sick. Oh, doesn't Duel Link just, yeah, just like blows up something. You claim the kill right there, like guaranteed. Oh, that's right. I think this crit mattered if I remember right. I think it did. Scyther. Just call a +1 attack, whatever. Flying type, terrifying. Neutral. It might not have mattered. 88%. Crit the first one. Depends if it was like max HP. Yeah, if it was like max HP, the crit definitely mattered, but other than that, Terrifying Technician does so much damage. I don't even think you have an attack to hit the Scyther anymore. Big Moonblast. Malware's way too low now. Just outran it, dang. Must have been running speed, running like a no-speed Hitmonchan, I guess. I guess that's a pretty safe bet, but fast Malamar. I feel like you encore this turn because you know the Moonlight's coming. Same difference. You Toxic this turn. Or Quake, sure. They have a Terraflying. Let's sit here, waste all of them. I don't think Crest can do anything to you. Hit with a fake out. Sure, why not? Oh. You recover this turn? No. Don't think you had to recover that turn. And I don't think it mattered anyway, because Scyther. Oh boy. There's definitely some interesting plays this game. Just this one lead. I don't know what this Blaziken was at all. I think was it hoping for something to happen here? Or did you just decide, yeah, Blaziken doesn't do anything, so let it die? Hope they go for U-turn instead? Doesn't look all that good into the rest of the team, so I guess I don't blame you on that. Actually kind of surprised Braden didn't bring Zoroark for the Hoopa. I guess Low Kicks is there, but I mean, they didn't really have a switch into first impression either. Probably could have used the Diancie to be the Low Kicks answer and brought Zoroark. That might have been smart. So I honestly would have brought Hoopa. Those Shadow Balls are uncontested. You just click it and something dies. But obviously, Scyther goes stupid this game. Switching the Fairy into the Poison type is kind of crazy. Just absolutely losing it. Just for Serena. I guess he didn't Rapid Spin this turn. Did they Rapid Spin at all? I guess they don't. I guess he gets to keep up rocks the whole game, but I'm not entirely sure rocks matter. Doesn't look like they matter this game. Don't think that Toxicness mattered either. Silver is able to get the Toxic off. $41% is crazy. Yeah, still would have exploded. I don't blame you just for clicking it this turn either. Just who cares? It might have killed guaranteed anyway. Honestly, I might have clicked it here this turn anyway. Might have been able to just win with the Scyther. Fast Malamar was nice, but not having enough HP. Not running like leftovers or something. Gain a little bit of HP back. Granted, you were just gonna die to the Scyther or the Regieleki anyway after. Didn't really have a chance there. Yeah, these turns don't really matter. Let the crest go down for almost no reason. I think Scyther could have came in whenever he wanted and finished that game up. Because he knew all it could do was Toxic you, and he would just do like 96% with dual wing beat. Probably could have saved a bit of differential there. Sagging the Diancie sucks. I don't know exactly what all this set was, but Stealth Rock's into doing nothing. Losing Blaziken turn 1. I don't know if it did anything this game, but it also literally did nothing this game. Serena getting rid of the Venusaur was nice, but team didn't struggle too much into Venusaur besides Quagsire, who obviously could do nothing to it. How many Mons you could have brought that would have helped? Smeargle doesn't really look like it would do anything. Vulpix wouldn't have done anything. Dedenne wouldn't have done anything. The play was Hoopa, but Scarf Hoopa, I guess? Might have almost needed to be Scarf Hoopa. Have Quagsire be your answer to Regieleki. Answer to Zoroark. You can revenge it with low kicks and stuff, but maybe Zoroark, or maybe Blaziken was supposed to be the answer to Zoroark? Overquill maybe was the answer to Zoroark. I guess maybe Blaziken was also supposed to be there for Empoleon and Metang that didn't come. Maybe Blaziken feels like a mon that might have just came because 3 mons that didn't come. So I guess sacking at turn 1 isn't the worst, but didn't help. Donkey's team just is really 7 mons and 3 others. And 3 or 7 offensive ones are dark types. Maybe that could be addressed. Did it get addressed? Was there transactions? Did Donkey make any? Oh, this channel's such a mess. You did. Drop Blaziken. Oh, that's right. Drop Blaziken for Tauros Fire. Okay, that's... I don't know if that solves the root problem. But maybe it wasn't gonna live the... Wasn't gonna live the double dual wing beat anyway. Okay, that is all 8 of our games. I'll probably have a co-host next week. I'm kind of thinking that now. We'll see. We'll do that. Yeah. See you next week.